Hey, my name is Connor, and welcome to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. In this video, I'll be going over Lukso and the LYX coin. Lukso is a multiverse smart contract blockchain created by one of the original core Ethereum team members, Fabien Vogelsteller. Fabien is largely responsible for the ERC20 token. He actually wrote the code for that, and that's something we all know and use every single day if we use the Ethereum network. So Lukso is actually a sister network, a sibling network to the Ethereum blockchain, and they are aiming to bring mass adoption to the world of crypto by integrating brands, fashion, gaming, and social media. So if you want to learn more about this project, this is the video for you, as well as my price prediction for the LYX coin for this upcoming bull run. Be sure to stick with me until the very end. Without further ado, let's get right into it and let the gains be with you. So here we are on CoinMarketCap taking a look at Lukso. Right now, Lukso's ticker symbol is LYXe. And that is because Lukso, the coin, currently exists as a token on the Ethereum blockchain. Because the Lukso mainnet is not live yet, it will be going live soon. As soon as the mainnet goes live and you can transfer your LYXe tokens to the Lukso mainnet, the ticker symbol will become LYX. But regardless, Lukso is currently trading for $10.93 with a market cap of $169 million. Now we can see here in terms of the circulating supply, currently 15.4 million, almost 15.5 million LYXe are in circulation. That is 15% of the maximum supply at 100 million coins. Now something to note about Lukso, if we take a look at their Twitter account, this Twitter account, their official account, has been growing like crazy the past few days. And that is largely because CoinDesk recently published an article about Lukso and also Fabien here, talking about how he is an Ethereum veteran, right? He's one of the core team members from all the way back in the day of 2015. He is largely responsible for the ERC20 token we use every single day now. Anyways, CoinDesk went ahead and published this article about a week ago, and Lukso has been gaining popularity like crazy. So it's still very early. The mainnet has not launched yet. And from the time of this article, the token price of the LYXe token has gone from around $8 to $9 to now, as we see today, just under $11. So a small jump, and we'll get into my price prediction towards the end of this video. But this thing, in my opinion, does have a long way to go because of the fundamentals of the project. The team is so strong, the team is so competent, and they are going for big goals, shooting for the stars. And if they do accomplish what they are after here, this project is going to be gigantic, possibly even as big as Ethereum. Now, also back to the tokenomics, Lukso was not necessarily created for token speculation and for everybody in crypto to speculate on the price. The reason for this coin, the Lukso coin in the first place, is it's going to be a blockchain for brands to connect with audiences, for creators to connect with audiences. So a lot of these tokens are actually reserved by the foundation that they will be using for future partnerships. More on the tokenomics later. Let's get into the fundamentals of Lukso and what it actually is. So we can go ahead and read right here. Lukso is the blockchain for the new digital lifestyle, created by former Ethereum developer Fabien Vogelsteller, author of the ERC20 and ERC725 tokens. He is also a developer of the Web3.js and the Mist browser, one of the original Ethereum browsers there. And we can go ahead and read on further that Lukso is a multiverse blockchain network where the worlds of fashion, gaming, design, and social media intersect. Lukso focuses on bringing blockchain to the masses through its smart contract-based blockchain industry involving standards, processes, and an innovative new direction of decentralized applications. So of course, that's just a very brief coin market summary, but it gives you a general idea of what this project is. It's a layer 1 blockchain. They call it a multiverse, right? Because they want to bring in Web 2 as well and connect that to Web 3. They have very big, lofty goals. Anyway, let's head on over to the Lukso website and speak a little bit more about this project's fundamentals. So we can see here, welcome to the multiverse, an open and interoperable blueprint for physical and digital worlds. Lukso is the space to shape our future digital lifestyle and truly own what we create. This is for the creator economy, which is where the economy is really heading altogether. A space to innovate, invent, and interact in truly new ways, a foundation for trust, value, and engagement built on universal profiles. So what is a universal profile? This is very important. Let's get into that right now, and we can find out about that on the facts section, the frequently asked questions section of the Lukso website. So what is a universal profile? Universal profiles are interoperable blockchain-based profiles which enable verifiable identities in the digital world. They allow for universal logins that make remembering usernames and passwords a thing of the past, while also giving you full control over all of your digital assets and identity. Universal profiles simplify the onboarding process to Web3 for users, brands, and creators, while also improving accessibility, security, and functionality. Now, going further, through the use of LSP6, so LSP6 is the key manager, and different levels of access methods can be added, including access to decentralized applications and other environments. Universal profiles also improve security for users on chain as they allow users to react to received assets/tokens. You can reject a transfer coming into your wallet because right now on Ethereum, there's a lot of bugs out there, right? A lot of shady people are doing things with MetaMask and basically scamming people. So the universal profile is to essentially prevent bots in Web3, and it's to give you an online identity basically that only belongs to you, that can be very customized by you. And one of the main things is basically it's like an internet passport, all right? Now this could be a large security concern, right? Because the purpose of crypto is to, stay private, keep your money anonymous, etc., things like that, which is a good thing why other coins like Monero, other privacy coins like Pirate Chain, and even coins like Litecoin that have optional privacy, and it's also just one of the original proof of work cryptocurrencies. Anyways, there's a reason why those cryptos exist, right? That is to transact monetary value. Lukso is doing something entirely different, trying to bring mass adoption to the creator economy on Web3, right? So it's a different use case. So I know I was a little bit kind of skeptical about the universal profile. It basically makes you a sitting duck online, right? There's only one universal profile for each person. Everybody knows exactly who it is. But you also have the other side of crypto that you can remain, of course, completely anonymous and nobody can see what you are doing. So everything has a purpose, right? So that's just to address the privacy concerns that I know inevitably people will have about the universal profile. Now let's talk further about the Lukso Standard Proposals. These represent the core building blocks of the Lukso ecosystem. The Lukso Standard Proposals aim to increase functionality and user friendliness within the blockchain ecosystem and to standardize identity, asset representation, and smart contract interaction. The core Lukso Standard Proposals are extremely extensible, allowing for many new use cases. While simplifying the developer and user experience, these standards are unbiased, meaning they are generic enough to enable new cases that have not been yet conceived. All right, so they are thinking ahead here. So this chain, this new network, has a ton of potential, and the beautiful thing is we can see here talking about the differences between the LYX and the LYXe and LYXT coin. Right, LYXe only exists on Ethereum. It's basically a placeholder for the actual LYX coin that will only exist on the Lukso mainnet that is not out yet. This is going to be released very soon, which is a big reason of why so much attention is going towards Lukso right now. It's going to be a major mainnet launch. It's going to be history because this is a long time coming here. And then the LYXT coin is just the test asset, similar to something like Gorelli Ethereum, right? It can only be used on the Gorelli test network for Ethereum. So this is some basics about what Lukso is. There is so much to talk about here, and it would take multiple videos to really cover everything. But before we move on here, let's talk about, again, what Lukso really is, so that you guys can have a better understanding altogether on the fundamentals of this project and why I think it is so strong. So Lukso is a next-generation Ethereum virtual machine blockchain based on the Casper proof-of-stake consensus mechanism that will revolutionize the way brands, creators, and users interact in Web3 and with blockchain technology in the new creative economy. Lukso was founded by Fabien Vogelsteller and Marjorie Hernandez. Fabien is a former lead decentralized application developer at Ethereum and author of the ERC20 token and Web3.js, both of which are the foundation for today's DeFi and NFT protocols. Marjorie Hernandez is an innovative and product expert who previously created and managed EY's Digital Innovation Lab in Berlin. All right, so it's a smart contract blockchain founded by one of the Ethereum original developers who did create the ERC20 token. He sees the problems with Ethereum, right? We all know Ethereum has some scaling issues, stuff like that. There are layer 2 ZK rollups now coming out and optimistic rollups. But Ethereum will always have its kind of base level of problems because it was the first blockchain, the first smart contract blockchain. Of course, Bitcoin was the first one. You know what I mean. But like I said in the intro to this video, this is a sibling network to Ethereum. It is not trying to replace Ethereum. Ethereum will have its own use cases. Lukso will have its own use cases, and they will simply combine forces to create something great. And speaking about that, is Lukso EVM compatible? So Lukso is Ethereum virtual machine compatible, which means the execution engine is fully compatible with all Ethereum tools and is easy to use by developers familiar with the Ethereum toolchain. Lukso is not a competitor to Ethereum, rather more like a sibling for a different space that is working to bring blockchain technology to millions of new users. They aim to simplify the onboarding process, increase security, and allow decentralized applications to be built for a whole new audience. So let's talk about that right now. What is actually going to happen on Lukso? Let's talk about the ecosystem and what they are trying to build. So Lukso does plan on being a blockchain for mass adoption. So of course they need easy to use things like wallets that are going to be easy for normal people that don't really use crypto to use. So they are going to have an application for smartphones and a browser extension, which really is a necessity, but good to see anyway. Now more on the tokenomics. All right, so we talked about how LYXe is the token equivalent on the Ethereum blockchain. You will be able to migrate to the mainnet and get LYX when the network goes live. It is speculated that it's going to be maybe days to weeks out. So be prepared for that and a lot of hysteria around it. So LYXe was released with a circulation of roughly 15% of the final 100 million supply. This amount consists of 8% for sales and marketing fees, 6% from the public sale, and 1% from the initial exchange offering on KuCoin. It is available on KuCoin if you're wondering the best exchange to get it. And by the way, this video is not at all financial advice. It is for educational purposes only. Since sales never exceed the first general token sale threshold, the project never introduced a second public sale, and 14% of surplus tokens were added to the reserve pool. The distribution plan is below, and you can see all of the detailed tokenomics. I will leave this link down in the description below so that you can do your own research on the tokenomics. But essentially, it is fairly spread out, and 40% of the tokens are going towards ecosystem building. Like I said earlier in the video, they are reserving tokens, and 40% is 40 million tokens, or coins, because it's a layer 1 chain. 40% of the coins are going towards ecosystem building. They're going to be using for partnerships to bring on big brands and big creators and stuff like that. Now moving on, let's talk about some of the partnerships that Lukso already has. So of course they have their founder and co-founder, who I believe are also husband and wife, but two very smart people, right? Fabien and Marjorie here. And now they are also in talks with some very big fashion leaders, right? We can see here that Lukso is an Ethereum sister network. And unlike other crypto networks, Lukso is specifically developed for creative economies such as fashion, lifestyle, media, and design. Its user bases include influencers, creators, artists, YouTubers, and other social media communities, as well as brands in the coming virtual social world, opening up blockchain as a viable solution for many more demographics that haven't been taken into account by the current landscape. The current landscape is basically just decentralized finance, right? A bunch of people speculating on different token prices. This is going to open up a whole different world for blockchain use cases. Now you can see some of the big fashion leaders. So the president of Europe at Chanel Europe, Dr. Bernd Haptkorn, not sure if I pronounced his name correct. Also some other big names, Vice President of Digital Technology at Burberry. Also guys like Daniel Heath, who is the Vice President Digital at Nike. Anyway, really big stacked list. Also some talks about Instagram as well. I will leave again this link down in the description below for you to do your own research. But long story short, this is a blockchain network with a ton of potential going forward. And it's very early, being that the mainnet has not even launched just yet. It will be launching soon. This network is getting a lot of traction on social media recently. A lot of people are finding out about it. Created by one of the original Ethereum core developers. So I really encourage you to do your own research on this one. Now let's talk about the token price. So we're going to start out looking at Lukso on the weekly price chart here. And as we see from the weekly price chart, this has the all-time high at $41. But if we look at CoinMarketCap and take a look at the all-time high here, the all-time high was $97 from November of 2021. And then I believe that CoinGecko has the all-time high at around $70. So not really 100% sure on what the actual all-time high is, whether it's 70, 90, 40. But this chart has it at $41 over here. Long story short, yes, I do think it will be above $41 in the future and break into price discovery. But let's get into the price prediction later on and first cover the local price action here. So we can see from the bear market, right? Luna collapsed over here in May. This is when the crypto contagion happened. LYXe went to a bear market low at around $3. All right, from there, it has been making steady higher highs and higher lows on the weekly time frame. Every time it goes ahead and pumps, it does a slow drip, slow bleed, then a big impulse move out of there. Again, slow drip, slow bleed into consolidation, another large impulse, multi-week move out of that. And then more recently, we had in mid-February, it topped out over here just above $12, around $12.70 here. And then for, again, another 5-6 weeks, slow drip down, snaps the trend line, large impulse move higher last week. It went from around $7 to $8, like I said in the beginning of this video, right around that CoinDesk article. Then it pumped up here last week to around $11. So the theme here is very simple, right? You have clear higher highs and higher lows. This is in an uptrend on the weekly time frame. And if you look to the left, it's also at a major support resistance flip level from that previous bull market, you can call it. Really, this was in the bear market over here. It's after the first big crash down from all-time highs. Price found support right here at around 11 bucks. Big bounce, dead cat bounce there in the bear market. Come slam back down at 10, 11, 12 dollars. Right, multiple, this is the weekly chart still, multiple more times it tested around $11. Eventually, no buyers left here, right back in the middle of 2022. So the price broke through that support, found its bottom at around 3 bucks. Now it's right back to that previous big bear market support, now acting as resistance. All right. So what you have to know here is that this is on the cusp of a major breakout, and it's also lining up perfectly with the mainnet launch set to be very soon. So there's going to be a lot of speculation on this token. Expect a ton of volatility with the mainnet to launch. A bunch of new people will be coming into crypto over this year of 2023. It's going to get very wild in 2024 and 2025 after Bitcoin's next halving. So right now, I see this as a calm before the storm. All right. So let's talk about kind of buy levels from current price and then get into a price prediction on where this will go in the future. So large spike up last week. Now we're on a daily price chart. We have our highs over here at around 1250, 1270, right? Above that, it's really clear skies up until the next levels. And really that's going to be from around $17 to $19. And on the weekly here, we can see that is weekly resistance, all right? So after it breaks above 12, it has a pretty nice gap really up until about 17. So that is a nice gain, right? From 12 to 17, you're looking at a gain of around 35%. And from current price to that level, you're looking at a gain of 58%. But that's baby gains, in my opinion, compared to where this can go in the future. Again, not financial advice, just my own speculation. So anyway, we do have a demand level on the chart here. Now this thing is bullish right now, so you may not get the pullback, but what I would do is just set an alert in case you do get it, sub $10. All right, sub $10 would be really ideal to pick this one up. So I would exercise patience, but also have in the back of your mind that this thing can just not stop. It could just break out here and this could be all. Because again, going back to the weekly time frame, we have not been at these price levels for about 1 year now, right? We broke through this support in April of last year. Now we're breaking through the resistance, right? Support turned into resistance 1 year later. So this is a big, 1 year plus breakout. And, once it breaks this level, there's a good chance that it doesn't necessarily look back. All right, so depending on how you want to play it, but ideally sub $10 would be an ideal level to go ahead and get your hands on this one. Now, in regards to where it's going to go in the future, like I said, all-time high at 41 bucks, $97. In my opinion, a good first level to take profit on something like this would, if you want to play a conservative, be around $50, right? That would be around a 5x from current price, a little bit less. All right, at that point, if you would like, you can go ahead and kind of realize your original investment into the project and just let the rest run free. But realistically, in the future, with the fundamentals of this project, how ambitious the team is, and how competent the team is, I can see this token, or the LYX coin, trading for multiple 3 figures, right? $500 plus, I think, is very, very possible by the time that the next bull market rolls around, if of course everything goes as planned, because the mainnet is not live yet. This is still just an idea, but if this idea is executed, it has the potential to be one of the biggest blockchain networks in all of cryptocurrency. So in this video, we covered a brief overview of Lukso and the LYX coin. I hope that you did enjoy this video. If you did, make sure you let me know by smashing that like button down below. I would love to hear your comments as well. What do you think about Lukso? What do you think about this project? Let me know if you like it or you don't like it in the comment section down below. And also, if you are brand new to Crypto Empire and you're not already subscribed to the channel, go ahead right now and smash that subscribe button down below and turn on all the notifications so that you don't miss any future videos. And my name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I will see you in the next video.